The Advanced Institute for Marine Ecosystem Change, WPI-AMEC, and the Nature Positive Sustainable Development Hub held a joint symposium on UN Ocean Decade actions aimed at fostering collaboration, dialogue, and co-design. From February 4th to 6th, 2026, the event was held as a platform for dialogue connecting science, technology, policy, and society aimed at building a more resilient and sustainable future for the ocean. The Anemone Global Symposium was held on February 6th. Anemone Global is a transformative initiative designed to enhance global-scale observation and open access to the biodiversity data using environmental DNA technology. This symposium aimed at sharing the current status and future outlook of Anemone Global and promoting global standardization and international collaboration. The symposium began with opening remarks by Professor Michio Kondo of Tohoku University and WPI-AMEC.
Where we discussed a broader vision of how an integrated observation system can contribute to our understanding of ecological systems or biodiversity, or maybe predicting marine ecosystem change.
In Session 1, under the theme of Anemone Global and the World's Biodiversity Monitoring Networks, 7 experts from Japan and abroad delivered presentations.
We still have more recent statistics based on the satellite imaging. Then the red region on the map is the loss is still ongoing. Then the main driver here is a bit difficult to see, but here is land use change for the agriculture and aquaculture and oil palm plantation. So oil palm plantation is now main driver in the Southeast Asia to degrade the mangroves.
So this was a study done in Kuala Selangor in Malaysia. For this study, it was just one day. For that one day, we stay in one spot. We follow the neap tide. So in neap tide, it doesn't change so much, right? It's very slow. So the neap tide, the range is only less than 15 meters. So Kashita Sensei and my postdoc, we were there, and we tried to collect water from throughout the whole day.
Now I will show actually DNA, my lab, ABR lab, Aquatic Bioresource Research Lab. We are actually, in my lab, we assessed the marine biodiversity of different ecosystem of Bangladesh. So what are we doing? We are preparing DNA barcoding reference data. That is, we assessed and we are assessing.
So what we did, we actually started with getting to know papers from 1995 to 2005. These are more than 1,000 papers. And we used the PRISMA framework to filter the papers, and we standardized them using worms, fish-based catalog of fishes. And then we end up with a final list of species. So, and then we use several genetic reference.
So just a brief overview again, here is the map of the sampling locations. For this particular presentation, I selected some samples from the stations that you see on the screen. Where there is green, there are water samples. Where there is orange, we have both water and sediment samples collected. I didn't mention before, but not every site has to collect all 3 samples from all the 3 habitats, of course.
Research that's happening in eDNA, the size of these bubbles represent the number of papers published by a country. You will see Japan is here, Canada is here, United States, and so on and so forth. You see, this is already a very much a global effort, and of course, industrial and sort of more, I would say, developed countries, contributed more. But we will see that other regions of the world are becoming more and more involved and engaged.
It's because oceans matter to Australia and, of course, the global communities as a blue economy. And in order to sustain this valuable resource that ocean provides to us, we need high-quality, sustained marine and climate data. And in order to provide those data and information, IMOS was established in 2006. And since then, it's been delivering high-quality marine data.
In Session 2, under the theme of global collaboration and integration of monitoring networks, presentations were given on what should be done and how it should be carried out.
And one of the key activities of the eDNA Society is the standardization of the methods. And we published an experimental manual in Japanese and in English, mainly for domestic purposes. And parallel with the publication of the manual, we also hold seminars to disseminate its contents. And through these activities, the eDNA Society contributed to the improvement and leveling of eDNA analysis technology in Japan.
So we want to think about the ideal database for Anemone Global, and the left graph, left map shows Anemone Global participant countries, and Anemone database is fully covered by the Anemone network in Japan. So in the case of the Anemone network, this is primarily network by scientists, and the communication is well, and the Anemone network have shared scientific purpose.
So ideally, if we would live in an ideal world, the ideal world would look like this, and this was a nice illustration by a fairly new paper by Lopez that came out, but where you have a technology like eDNA, which you then just standardize and take care about the accessibility and data sovereignty, open access things, and then somehow automagically it becomes policy.
So, first of all, what is FAIR principle? Open data, I'm sure many of you are very familiar with this term. Open data is about transparency and reproducibility of data, of study itself, and then also data. But FAIR data goes beyond that, and it's about reusing the data in order to generate a further knowledge at speed. So it's a cost-saving measure. Like the data is already there, we are recycling, reusing it, and also it's about long-term value of data.
The Anemone Global Symposium concluded with a general discussion moderated by Dr. Iman Shode, Assistant Professor at Tohoku University. During the discussion, a wide range of views were actively exchanged on expanding the observation network, data sharing, methodological standardization, international collaboration, and cooperation with local communities.
Enough amount of high quality data, so probably we do not.
So I would like to thank all the speakers and the participants for their contributions, and I hope that the connection made today and yesterday that made stronger those 2 days will continue beyond this symposium. So there are many challenges, but as we did in the last 2 years, we will overcome it. Yeah, let's make it. Thank you.
Anemone Global aims to visualize and understand biodiversity information by generating high-quality eDNA data and to contribute to establishing nature-positive societies that utilize those information for economy and conservation actions. This symposium marked new steps forward in expanding our observation network and fostering global collaboration that connects science and society.